second game, our marquee matchup is this game. Prague versus Vladimir. 3 out of 4. Pardon me. Did I say that right? 3 out of 4?
Fedoseev has 3 out of 4 from today's Blitz games. And Prague, he's fighting for that second place. He needs those Grand Star points.
Exactly.
And they're off. B3.
B3. The go-to when you need a win with white.
It worked a few times.
It has. It has. Nice.
I did see earlier, I'm not sure who he was playing. It was B3 and then H4, early H4 as well. Was it against
That's
Alireza?
that very interesting gambit line that they play these days sometimes with black. That was against Duda, I think.
Duda. I think this is more of a theory. B3 theory.
For Vladimir, I want to say this is a familiar territory. If this isn't a Catalan reversed, I don't know exactly what you would call it. He took on C4. I find that to be an intriguing move.
And D3, no D4 on the board.
Normally speaking, the extra influence of the pawn versus the pawn on B7. If he took off the pawn on D3 and you take off the pawn on B7, it would be a similar structure. The idea usually is that the pawn on D3 is a little bit more useful. But Peter,
I'm not a huge believer in white advantages in
that's what I wanted
these
to add.
positions. I understand your point. I sort of agree with it, but I think dynamically it evens itself out very often. I'm not sure about this sequence of a6 followed by bishop g4.
Right.
To be honest, I don't know. Are we planning to take? I mean, I'm assuming we plan to take on f3. Otherwise, why play bishop g4? But I'm not in love with the idea of pairing. Okay.
I would have thought h3 was a useful move for white.
I do not quite understand this. This feels a bit
Spending 3
fancy.
tempi with the bishop.
Feels a bit fancy,
Yeah. Normally speaking, this bishop on b2, it's very, very nice. You want to play knight d5. Sometimes it's very useful for it to be defended.
Yeah, I was briefly considering going knight d5 even here, but there is knight takes e3 intermezzo. Otherwise, I would be quite excited about it.
Exactly. As a prelude to knight d5, rook b1 certainly would have my attention. Idea knight d5. And by the way, looky. There's
Also, I want to say black has burned so much time on the +3 moves. d3, g4.
Whoa.
I think he's missed knight e3. I really think he missed knight e3.
Bishop takes, knight takes e3. What are you doing?
And he's realized it now. Yeah,
What
that blink there was
That's a pawn blunder.
Prague realizing that knight e3 exists.
Impatient, the young man. Knight d5.
But there's really no good way back.
Well,
We can take on d5 maybe?
Bishop e2, rook b1, queen takes d5. You're still going to be much worse.
A pawn down.
Yeah.
Knight d5. Too anxious. f6 now even.
30 seconds against a minute and a half, though. He needs to settle on something and play it. Yeah, and he goes.
Goes for it.
And black is actually, like, I briefly saw what the engine is suggesting here. It's not going to be an easy move to find in a blitz game. It goes bishop d5.
Oh, stop
We're
it.
not gonna see that.
Yeah,
Stop
if he
it.
finds bishop d5 here,
I would ask for a wand.
I mean, I'm looking
Bishop.
at f6, e5, and then finding a way for the queen to defend. Maybe queen d8, queen f8.
yeah,
But
So it's all about knight g5.
that's a lot more human.
Go ahead, take my rook, take my bishop. I'm sacrificing a rook and a bishop, and knight g5 and queen h7 checkmate is on Prague's agenda. Can we just, is it checkmate though, Peter? Knight takes c1,
Knight g5,
g5, knight takes e2,
king h1.
and f6.
it's also with a check. 92 was with the check.
With a check, it's a rook and bishop. You go check, I go king. I do have bishop to g8.
Queen h6 check here.
King g8.
He's gone bishop d5 though.
Wow, he
What?
won bishop d5.
Wow, that's just not fair.
I-
That is just not fair.
I mean, this
We
is,
are
this
not
is a
worthy.
bit, this is a bit
He
too
found
good.
that in like the 15 seconds.
No,
That is
longer than that.
crazy.
It took him about a minute, but still.
No, he was
Okay,
already down
so
to less
help,
than one.
help me. How does knight, how,
We have queen f6 now.
Queen f6 no longer checkmate.
Yeah, we have queen f6 now, which was not a resource available to us at all prior to this.
And
And
as soon as you take on d5, I'll pick up your rook on c1.
got it. Wow,
Incredible move, bishop d5.
wow.
So
Well,
now-
hold on, he didn't play queen h6 check.
no, yeah.
Oh, sorry,
going
it's
for
still
mate.
mate. It's still
going for
mate.
mate.
Apologies, it's still
And black still needs to be careful. Rook cb8.
3 seconds for Prague. He flagged. That's very upsetting for
Bishop b7
Oh,
wasn't. Oh, bishop b6 wasn't great.
because
Anyway,
of rook.
because you can just take the rook. It doesn't work.
Let's jump over to the game of